This show is largely about perception and what the camera makes possible. And so for me, looking at the vast material that's available by artists from South Africa, particularly photographers, it was really an opportunity to think about South Africa's dynamic transition in the second half of the 20th century and now into the 21st, and moving from the apartheid era into the present. And particularly through the eyes of these 18 artists who, capture different angles of it, different facets of it. And so the exhibition itself becomes this way to look at South Africa's transition with photography. The show includes artists of 4 generations, artists who are in their 30s up to artists in their 80s. When I said that it was about perception, there's something about the richness and the beauty and the generosity that I experienced when I was doing the research in South Africa, or even meeting with artists here, that absolutely throws into sharp relief that a lot of this work was made under harsh circumstances. And with that in mind, knowing that South Africa was a place that if you talk to someone who didn't know someone from there or hadn't traveled there, there could be this sense of your mind being made up about what it might be like there. And so the importance of this show is to offer a window that adds some volume to that, some things that may be unfamiliar, unexpected, but then also some things that might look like they happened around the corner, down the street, so that there would be things that give a certain kind of specificity to, a series of events that happened, in South Africa, but at the same time a kind of universality that can allow people who may not know a lot about South African history, or photography to come in and find something that may make them say, I feel connected to that. So through the stories and exchanges that I had with people, particularly the artists who were quite generous with their time while I was doing the research, it was a way to try to create some bridges between South Africa and America. Even though the histories are distinct, there's some overlapping, themes in the show that I also think, would make people, look locally as well as looking globally and find some resonances. So, that's why I think it was important to do, and that's why I'm glad it's here in Birmingham as well.